everybody, what's going on? We're live. Getting everything set up here. Noah, Movie Hunter, Sav, John, Noah, Josh, Brandon, all in the house bright and early. Kev's in the house. What's going on, Kev? I just got some liquid death out of the fridge. Some canned water. I think I only have 2 cans left from my purchase of this. The only reason I tried it is because of Rhett and Link, Good Mythical Morning. We're talking about the best canned water. Ugh. So what we found with this is some cans taste great. It just tastes like regular, just water in a can. Um, but then other cans have like a metallic taste to them. This is a metallic tasting can, so I probably will not drink this whole thing. I figure around noontime, what we'll do is, yeah, probably around noon, I'll get a beer and we'll toast to 3 years of Down the Movie. Jess is in the house. Joey Baseball's here. So I got a bigger stack of movies to talk about today. I pulled 25 movies out to talk about today since we're doing a 2-hour live stream. I got new releases for the next 2 weeks to talk about since there will be no live stream next week. And I got the hat, which is full of movies to see what we'll be watching later on today. So some plans. Like I said, this is 3 years. My first video on this channel was 3 years ago today, 2017. So it's pretty crazy. Does not feel like I've been doing this for 3 years. James says, yesterday watched The Addams Family from 2019. It's pretty mediocre. I enjoyed it. I thought it was very entertaining. Better than a lot of the like family or animated movies that, are non like mainstream. I don't want to say mainstream, but not like the big movies like How to Train Your Dragon and stuff. Andrew's in the house. What's going on, Andrew? Marie says, we're at Walmart snagging some goods. We'll be stopping at McDonald's and then be home. Just wanted to pop in and say hi. Jonathan from Plaid X2's in the house. What's going on, Jonathan? Yeah, so hopefully I've been trying to promote this live stream a little heavier than I normally do. I didn't go live last week, so I was unable to promote it the way I wanted to. But here I am, back. And like I said, not doing a live stream next week. Wanted to kind of make this special, especially because it is on the 3-year anniversary of the start of the channel. James says, least favorite Pixar movie, Cars 2, for me. Joe Maciel's in. Hey Joe, what's going on, man? Thanks for stopping by. Sav says, are you feeling better? Yes, I am. I did not have I, of course, had the people asking if I had COVID last week. I did not have COVID. That wasn't the case. I just wasn't feeling great all week almost. It kind of started Monday night, and I didn't really start feeling till myself again till like this past Sunday. So I took it really easy. Luckily I did not have RJ this past weekend because I was not feeling myself. It was something different every day too, which made it even harder. I did go to a doctor. Everything was fine. It just, I don't know. Can't explain it. So I'm good. Everything is all good. Joey Baseball says, Onward is my least favorite Pixar movie. Okay. Raymond says, thoughts on Finding Nemo and Finding Dory? I enjoy them both. They're probably both in my top 10 Pixar movies for sure. Stephanie's in the house from Movie Chatter. She says, hi Rick, and congrats on 3 years. You were one of the first YouTube friends I made. I'm happy to see your channel still growing. Always enjoy your content. Thanks for all you do. Thank you, Steph. It's great to see you back doing videos. If you guys don't watch Movie Chatter, Steph's channel is really great. She has an insane movie collection. And she was very kind. She actually sent me the microphone that I use in videos today. Obviously, not in this live stream. I don't have a microphone on, but you know, Steph's just a really great friend, and that's one of the best parts about doing YouTube. Something I was going to talk about in a little while. You know, once more people came in, about the amount of friends, the relationships I've had in the 3 years doing YouTube, made some enemies, uh, made some friends, lost some friends. It's all part of life, but you know, I've definitely made a lot of really, really great friends. Sorry, I'm reading. I made a lot of really great friends over the last 3 years thanks to this community. So, like I said, I wanted to touch on that a little later, but I sent out a mass message to people on Instagram, you know, friends of mine, people have been influence on me, people who, you know, I've been in contact with, interact with in comments, and I don't see them too often in the live stream, and just kind of wanted to, you know, just kind of wanted to. I don't. I forget what I was saying. I got distracted. I'm trying to read. James says I have a book collection. I usually collect books based off shows that interest me and movies I like. That's cool. Um, what else? Notice his thoughts on Gone with the Wind. We can talk about that in a little bit. No, it just kind of remind me. Movie Hunter says heard toast, so I cracked open my 21-year-old Aberfeldy single malt scotch for it. Ooh, the toast isn't yet. Well, I'll drink this and pour another when it's time. Yeah, around noontime we're gonna do a toast. I'll get a beer out of the fridge, and we'll toast to many more years of Down the Movie. Brandon's in the house. Brandon is a friend I've made. I've actually gone hunting with Brandon a few times in the Jersey area since, you know, starting the channel. He says, congrats on 3 years. Did you order anything from Hamilton Book? I was good and only picked up 4 titles. I was even better and didn't order anything this time around. There were a few titles that I was like, yeah, I would get them, but I already have probably like 7 videos that I've uploaded that haven't dropped yet. I have a bunch more videos, and I just didn't see anything that I needed to buy, so I put off buying anything from Hamilton this time. Cotton says, "Hey Rick, keep up the great work. Thank you." Or, yeah, great work. So thank you very much. Marie says, "Congrats, Rick, on 3 years. We'll meet one day." Joe is driving, so I'm listening, or so I'm typing. We are listening. Yeah, Joe's on a staycation this week. Hopefully, he's getting some rest and doing some hunting. Sev says he has his beer ready. Raymond says, "What's your favorite animation company besides Disney?" Probably DreamWorks. I know it's like a cliche answer, but Physical Media Man Joe is in the house. He says, "Congrats, Rick, on 3 years and 2.2 thousand subs. That's pretty awesome. I remember the first time you showed up on Cinema Sickness's video. Ah, yes, when I bumped into him and Chris at Arby's, just by chance. I was actually, I just dropped off RJ, I think, or was getting ready to pick up RJ. I think I dropped off RJ and ran into Cash Converters, which is no longer there. And I thought I had seen Dave's car, which I recognized from videos. Went to grab dinner at Arby's, and there they were. So the rest, as they say, is history. James says, favorite Disney cartoon, Rick? Mine is Nightmare Ned. I don't know. Probably. Well, I mean, it would be Princess Aladdin. Probably would be my favorite Disney cartoon if we're talking like that. Sav says, congratulations and happy anniversary. I'm happy to know you. Thank you very much, Sav. Rock and Roger says, congrats, Rick. Love the whole crew. Thank you very much. So yeah, this is just going to be, like I said, kind of a typical live stream, but bulked up. We're going 2 hours. Um, I'm sure Khaleesi will make an appearance at some point. And like I said, we have a stack. I grabbed 25 movies today to talk about because we're going longer. Not a lot of new releases to talk about in the next 2 weeks, but we can talk about them. And like I said, we're gonna have fun. We're gonna pick a movie out of the hat later that Bridget and I are gonna watch afterwards. And yeah, we're just gonna hang out and talk movies. And if you guys have any questions, any favorite memories from the DTM history, not that that's a thing, Like when I started my A to Z collection and didn't finish it. Movie and Game World says, I enjoy watching your videos. 3 years. That is awesome. Thank you very much. So, like I said, I have a can of water here, Liquid Death, but it has metallic taste, so I won't be drinking the whole thing. But I need something to keep the whistle wet. And then, like I said, I'll grab a beer right around, what time is it? It's like 11:15. So yeah, right around noontime, I'll go grab a beer, pour it in a frosty glass, and we'll cheers. So how's everybody doing? It's Thursday. It's July 1st, 2nd, July 2nd now. So Cotton says, need to show off the movie room. I did. I did a video on it. It's not really a movie room. It's my living room. I've shown it off in a video. I think if you go to my page, it's like the main video that shows up is me touring the movie room. Not much has changed. No new shelves can get added. So once they're full, I don't know what'll happen. But Raymond says, have you seen Modern Family? Yes. I watched the entire series while it was on. I was a big fan of that show. I feel like it ended at the perfect time. It didn't go too long. It didn't overstay its welcome. So, Ollie's in the house. I'm good. How are you, Ollie? I've also seen the movie Curse of the Werewolf. It sucked. Not familiar with that, James. You want to come say hi? Come here. No? Okay. At least he doesn't want to say hi. Movie Hunter says, laugh out loud, went to 5 Walmarts and couldn't find the Blu-ray Scream release of Starman and Firestarter. I got lucky. I found Starman. I found one copy for myself. And then Cinema Sickness, Dave actually found me Firestarter recently. That was the one I was trying to find. But I wouldn't buy it without a slipcover. So Dave was able to find it with the slipcover. I probably won't see him for a few weeks, but he has a copy for me put aside. Movie and Game World says it's 3:15 a.m. in New Zealand, so happy to be part of the live chat. Well, welcome. Glad you could stop by. Jesse says, happy 3-year anniversary, Rick. You've come a long way. I discovered you through Cinema Sickness. At first, I didn't know your name, so I used to call you Brian Posehn Guy. Fair enough. I can respect that. Ooh. Ray says, need anything from McDonald's, we will drop it by. Don't tempt me. I would love to have like a McDonald's burger or something right now, but I'm going to eat lunch after the live stream. Not quite sure what, but definitely going to have some lunch after. John Hines in the house. Thank you, buddy. He says, happy anniversary. Martinez Joe. Congratulations. Thanks, pal. Martinez Joe is probably one of the best friends I've made, in this time doing YouTube. Him and I, we at least text daily, talk on the phone occasionally. Never met face to face. We were supposed to, but thanks to this lovely virus, that didn't happen. Sav says, I picked up the first 5 seasons of Big Bang Theory for £1. That's awesome. Joey Baseball says, I got 15 Blu-rays, including Disney and Pixar at Big Lots for 50 cents. Not quite sure how that worked, but okay. Geriatric Geeks in the house. Bill, he says, hello, Rick. Congratulations. You're an inspiration. Keep on having fun. Thank you very much. Bill is another great guy. Somebody that I've made friends with in my time doing YouTube, and he's one of the nicer guys in the YouTube community, always looking out for other people, always going above and beyond. So thank you. It means a lot coming from you, Bill. Adam says, happy 3 years being on YouTube. Jessica says, none of the Scream Factory releases at my local Walmart had slips. Yeah, it was crazy. She had found a bunch, and none had slips. You're welcome, buddy. Joey Baseball says 50 cents each. They were marked down way low. Yeah, I've seen stuff for like $1.25 at Big Lots, and then they do like a 20% off coupon. So you're looking at like a bucket title, but 50 cents each is awesome. I mean, that's a great deal. So, like I said, next week there will be no live stream, and I think I'm going to be getting ready to go back to work full time in the very near future. So this could be one of the last live streams for a while. It's possible you'd see me 2 weeks from today in a live stream, But you're definitely going to see videos. I'm definitely going to produce videos. I'm going to try to do an occasional live stream once I go back to normal hours, but it won't be a weekly thing. Um, Adam says they didn't have Candyman at my Walmart. None of the Walmarts I was at ever had Candyman. I believe Joe found that for me. Martinez Joe um, grabbed it for me. So I never saw that at any of the Walmarts. And I've been to a ton of Walmarts recently looking for Shout Factory and Scream Factory. Joey Baseball says no compliments for Joey Baseball. Well, first off, don't talk in the third person. That's my first compliment. And second, thank you for making me watch Ugly Dolls, which was awful, and talking about how everything I like is a scam, and basically being, somebody who just tries to get a rise out of me every chance they can get. Thank you for that, Joey. I really appreciate it. So, movie and game world says, what job do you do? I kind of just keep that private. It's not something I personally advertise on YouTube. So, Hank says, what are some of the movies you're looking for but cannot find? Um, the easiest thing to do is if you look at like the description of my videos, I have my Blu-ray.com profile or my Amazon wish list. My Blu-ray.com profile is more comprehensive because there's stuff that is on there that I'm looking for on my wish list that Amazon doesn't carry. But that would be a lot of what's left on my wish list right now is like out of print stuff on Blu-ray, stuff that is really, really expensive that I'd love to get at some point, but it's not. I'm not going to pay $100 for Blu-ray. There are some other things, some TV shows, and then some common stuff. Not common stuff like Witness on Blu-ray, Patch Adams. Ollie says, "What will be the first film you see when theaters open again?" I'm not in a rush to get back to movie theaters. I, especially like, you'd have to wear a mask the entire time with the new mandatory mask rules in Pennsylvania. So, um, yeah, I just I'm not in a rush to go back to the movies. Like, I mean, I have plenty of movies to watch at home. I've had no shortage of stuff to watch. I've actually rented a few things off Vudu recently that I've wanted to see, which has been cool. But I'm not in a rush to go back to movies, and I'm certainly not rushing to movies to see a classic movie that I own on my shelf, personally. Marie says, I liked playing with fire. Can we still be friends? I guess, but I can't have you recommend movies to me anymore if you're a fan of that. Um, Jesse says, is Airheads Blu-ray on your list, Rick? Yes, Airheads is one of the Blu-rays I'm looking for that are out of print. Stuff like Drive Me Crazy, um, Dutch, like I said, really it's just expensive stuff. But Sev says, Joey Baseball, fun fact, did you know baseball started in the UK in the late 1800s, so you can look it up online? Noah says, same Marie, I liked playing with fire too. I mean, to each their own. I'm not going to hate. Adam says, I picked up the original of The Thing, Firestarter, Starman, both Bill and Ted, Double Pack, Brewster's Millions, E.T. all on Blu-ray. I've picked up a lot of Shout Factory Blu-rays as well. I haven't recorded the video, but I've gotten a bunch of them. Joe Martinez found one for me that I already mentioned. Jacob, J2H, who hopefully will pop in at some point, he found a couple for me. So yeah, I actually bought some movies that I've never seen before, but the price is so good for Shout Factories and Scream Factories with slips that I decided to spring for it. And even if I don't like it, uh, it'll be something that, I'll check out and maybe it has some value on the back end. Brandon just actually mentioned another thing. He said, did you see the secondary market for Vinegar Syndrome release of Rad? Anywhere from $85 to $140. Yes. I absolutely have seen that. I have it. You guys will see in a future video. Spoiler alert. I'll watch it, and if it's something I don't love, I don't know if it'll stay on my shelves, especially if they're not going to make any more. I know it's gone out of print already, technically. So, um, yeah, it'll be interesting. I love seeing stuff like that. That's awesome. But like Apocalypto, which was out of print and going for like $50 or $60 used, you can now pre-order the new Apocalypto print for $15. So Joey Baseball says I bought my first ever steelbooks since they were 50 cents each. Which steelbooks were they, Joey? I would guess if they're big lots, I would say I probably own them if there's something um, I'm interested in, because usually I try to grab them when I see them at big lots. Um, Charlie says, "What did you think of King of Staten Island?" Because I loved it. I liked it. Um, I thought that Pete Davidson was better in Big Time Adolescence, which was a Hulu movie. I thought the problem with King of Staten Island was the best stuff in the movie was in the last 45 minutes, and it seemed to meander in parts to me. So I enjoyed it. It wasn't awful. It was a good movie, but it wasn't phenomenal. I would definitely buy it on physical when it comes out and check it out again at some point. And Joey says I didn't see any Disney Movie Club exclusives at Big Lots though. See, it's stuff like that. It's because it's a Disney Movie Club exclusive. Ollie says I'll pop back in a little bit, but I'm ready to go and do some jobs now. Have fun. Brendan says Joey has me wanting to go hit up my local Big Lots after the lot stream. Yeah, I've never seen 50-cent clearance titles. Like I said, I've seen 250 and I've seen $1.25, but never 50 cents. He says Despicable Me, Ghost Protocol, Into Darkness, King Kong. I own the King Kong Steelbook. I own the Despicable Me Steelbook. I don't own Ghost Protocol and Steelbook because I have the multiple movie set. And what's the other one? Star Trek Into Darkness. I think I just own the standard one because I wasn't a huge fan of that movie. Most expensive movie you have, says Hank. Um, we've talked about this. I mean, I guess Rad's pretty high now. I'm not sure. I own a couple pretty cool steelbooks on 4K that I think have gone out of print since they've come out. I don't know. Probably Rad. Raymond says, "How do you feel about buying used titles?" I would say probably half, if not more, of my collection has been bought used. I'm just very picky when it comes to condition. Yeah, my La La Land Manta Lab Steelbook is another one that's probably pretty pricey. Um, Wife says, "Have you seen the movie Bleed for This?" Yes, I have, with Miles Teller. Good flick, boxing movie. Joey says, "I thought it was the '30s Batman." No, if you look at the back, there's artwork from Jack Black's on the back of it, if I'm not mistaken, or you can definitely tell it's from '05. Do you want to say hi to everybody? No? You just want to lay here? Okay. Cool. Come here. Lucy's laying next to me. She doesn't want me to pick her up. Sorry. She's the super chat cat. How's that? So I guess, we've almost been here a half an hour. We can talk about new releases. Like I said, I'm going to do the next 2 weeks of new releases. And a big reason for that is I won't be here next week. I'm going away for a little bit. That sounds weird. We're going away for a little bit, going on a little mini break, going to visit Bridget's family, so that'll be fun. So yeah, we're going to do that. Um, next week, so I will not be live, but I will drop new videos on Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, hopefully, as long as I remember. So we're going to talk about new releases. The only real thing coming out this upcoming week, besides there's some smaller, like, not smaller, there's some boutique titles coming out, but I didn't write anything down. Nothing really stood out to me. But there is a major release coming out this upcoming week, and I actually have a copy of it. If you guys follow me on Instagram or watch yesterday's video that I dropped, it is Trolls World Tour, which was sent over to me by Universal to review. I'll actually be watching this weekend with RJ because I'll have RJ this weekend. So we'll check this out, and then it'll be in an upcoming review video. I'll let you guys know my thoughts. I did pop it in to check out the bonus features and the trailers because a lot of people were messaging me on Instagram and Facebook about this movie. It was really weird. They wanted to know what trailers were on the disc, what the bonus features were. So I popped it in. I did that video yesterday, and like I said, it'll be in an upcoming review video as well. So that's it for this upcoming week for releases. And then the week of July 14th, once again, nothing really major. You have the Clueless 25th anniversary, which will be on Blu-ray as well as a steelbook. And then on top of that, you'll have Bruce Lee's Greatest Hits, which is coming from Criterion. It's a box set. So that's it for July 14th. So not a lot of. Bite my hand again. Geriatric says, watched it last night with the grandkids. I liked it. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to checking that one out. Like I said, with RJ. Movie and Game World said, I just premiered Trolls World Tour at my movie theater last night. It's already on disc over there. Yep, comes out Tuesday. Jesse says, are you going to get the upcoming Kino releases of The Hard Way and Secret of My Success? They're not really movies that I have a fondness for. I've actually never seen either one of them, to be perfectly honest. I think I have them on a DVD set with Career Opportunities and some other Michael J. Fox films. So if they went on sale for a good price, I would probably buy them at some point. But I'm not going to pre-order them or spend like full price on them. It's just not really something I would put out that money for. I did pre-order the new Shout Limited Edition release of Mallrats, which I'm very excited about. Joey says, I got the Stranger Things season 1 and 2 Blu-ray Target exclusive for $5, but when I put it in, it had 15 minutes of unskippable trailers, so I haven't watched a single episode yet. Oh, okay. Brandon says Space Invaders comes out next week, which is one of my favorites from childhood. I'm curious if it holds up. That's another one I don't think I've ever seen. It was like a Buena Vista film, right? Like 92, 93, Brandon, I'm pretty sure. Tomas says, happy 3-year anniversary. Thank you very much. Why would they make a Blu-ray with trailers you can't skip? I don't know, Joey. Can't answer that one for you, buddy. So, yeah. So that's it for new releases. That's literally all I had for the next 2 weeks. I kind of predicted this was going to happen. Like everything has come out. Everything has come out that was in theaters pretty much. Scoob is coming out in a few weeks, which is on HBO Max already. So I have to laugh at the people who paid $20 to rent it or $25 to buy it digitally, because you can watch it for free. Or I hate saying that. You can watch it for the cost of HBO Max, or if you have HBO already, you'll be able to watch it on HBO Max now. And it comes out physically, I believe, July 21st. So King of Staten Island will come out in August. So that's why I think, if you guys are familiar, there's a ton of catalog titles coming out to 4K in September. And I think a big reason is because they've had a lull in sales, and they're putting out catalog titles now because nothing new is coming out for them to release on physical media. So they've announced probably like 30 huge 4Ks coming out in the next 3 months. The Alfred Hitchcock films, 21 Jump Street, 22 Jump Street, There's so many. I'm not going to be able to think of all of them, but there's so many 4Ks that have been announced coming out. Whiplash 4K. Stephanie just said that's another big one. Um, so Sean says, just joining the stream. Did you happen to pick up anything from the Severin film sale? Nope. I'm not really Severin's a lot of like horror stuff or stuff that's not really. It's a little. It's not stuff I'm into usually. So same thing with Vinegar Syndrome. If it wasn't for Rad, I wouldn't have ordered anything from Vinegar Syndrome sale either. Tomas with the 2.99 super chat says, "Watched The Lodge last night. Very creepy movie." Man, I agree. Like The Lodge was such a pleasant surprise. Very creepy movie. Definitely really enjoyed it. Um, just something I wasn't expecting to be as good as it was, but it was awesome. And thank you very much for the super chat. If Khaleesi wasn't nipping at my hand every time I went near her, I'd hold her up. So I owe you a super chat cat thing. Not right this second though. So thank you very much, Tomas. It's very nice of you. Rob says, I've been enjoying this slow drip of new movies in a way. Been getting caught up. Yes. Like I said, we just redid. If you guys follow me on Instagram, we finally finished The Hat. The last two movies we watched were Rounders and Gone with the Wind. Um, Rounders and Gone with the Wind, which was like Father's Day and the day after Father's Day, or a few days after Father's Day, we watched those. And we loaded this hat up with, I think, 28 or 30 new movies. Well, not new movies, but stuff that we either never seen or been wanting to rewatch. So definitely have been getting caught up on movies a lot recently. I'm trying to get comfortable. I feel like I'm so. Yeah, apparently Best Buy, the stores look very empty. The shelves seem very empty. I haven't been in a Best Buy in a long time. Um, Somebody says, same here, the Lodge is underrated. Brandon says, I'm still waiting on my invoice from Severin. They're horribly, horribly backlogged. I did buy some stuff from MVD, which was awesome because they're very local to me. And I got the package in like 2 days after they sent it. They were having a big Arrow sale, and I got some stuff. A few things for me, and then a few things to hold on to for a while, and then probably sell down the line. Um, but I didn't go crazy. I think I bought like 6 total pieces. Like I said, a few were for me. Sean says, I'm new into collecting. Know any other companies having big sales at the moment? I don't know if MVD is still having a sale on Arrow stuff. Grindhouse is having Arrow stuff at half off right now, which is a pretty good sale. Just says when I was yeah. So yeah, Best Buy, like I said, is kind of a ghost town in their media section from what I've heard. Zev says, I got Gone with the Wind big box special edition on DVD. Nice. I have it on Blu-ray. I watched it. It's part of a bigger box set, the version I have, but recently watched that for the first time. I believe somebody asked about it earlier. Alex or Noah asked what I thought about Gone with the Wind. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was really good. I thought, it's obviously a long movie, but I enjoyed watching it much more than something like The Irishman. I struggled to get through. We had to stop multiple times because I was losing interest. I don't want to say falling asleep to an extent. So, are you going to get Home Alone on 4K? Says Jesse. Hey, any more guys? Like, I've really realized watching stuff on 4K on my TV, which I actually want to tinker with my settings and see if I can make it better. There's not really a noticeable difference for me on 4K movies. It's so minor on titles that I gotta stop buying 4Ks. And I'm not really that bad. Like if I buy a 4K, it's usually something from Pam, which I have so much trade in there that it's not any money out of pocket. Or if it's just cheap, I'll get it and upgrade. Or if it's something I don't own and it's not a big price difference, I'll get it. But 4K, just I don't know. I don't see the big hubbub about it. The Big Hef says Barnes and Noble is getting ready to do their big Criterion sale. I believe that starts next Friday. half off all Criterion. I don't even think I have anything Criterion on my wish list right now to get. I don't think there's anything Criterion I'm looking for right now, or else I probably would get a few things, but I don't think that. Would I buy Marriage Story? Maybe. Portrait of a Lady on Fire? Possibly, but for $20, I don't know. Um, Movie Hunter says best thing about 4K is the ability to add super audio. Yeah. Um, Tomas says I personally thought The Irishman was really good, but I definitely felt the runtime very long movie. Yeah, you know, I know that movie gets a lot of love. I personally just wasn't a big I wasn't a big fan, and I love gangster movies. I love Goodfellas, I love Godfather, I love Casino. The Irishman just didn't do did not do it for me. But I get the love for it. And like I said, I felt that runtime more than the runtime of Gone with the Wind, personally. Gone with the Wind's even, I think, like 20 or 30 minutes longer. So, Sev says there's a big jump between DVD and Blu-ray, but a small difference between Blu-ray and 4K. I wholeheartedly agree with that, Sev. Um, I've there's been a few DVDs that we've been watching recently, stuff that's in the hat, and huge difference when you watch that movie in high def, or like we had started to watch Tom and Huck. I think I talked about this in a review video, and it was like I want to say it was either full frame or it was widescreen. It was so just the quality was so bad. I was like, you know what? We have Disney Plus. Might as well use Disney Plus, and we watched it in HD. So much better. But yeah, the Blu-ray to DVD difference is huge. Blu-ray to 4K, there's not much of a difference. Like I said, I can name the movies on one hand that have been um, there have been a handful of 4Ks that I've really noticed the difference on. Um, but like Geriatric just said, he has a 4K and non 4K beside each other, and in most cases, the 4K looks much better. So maybe if I was looking side to side, but like Alita Battle Angel, Bumblebee, what was the other movie? Something else I just watched recently. Anyway, those are the ones I've noticed a really big difference on. Noah says Marriage Story was one of the best movies of last year. Yeah, probably top 20, top 25. I don't know how much rewatchability it would have for me, so that's why I probably wouldn't buy it. Jesse says, I agree, Rick. Irishman was okay, but not really rewatchable like most gangster movies. Departed was Scorsese's last good gangster movie. Um, Big Kev says, have you seen Once Upon a Time in America? No, but I do own that. I've never seen it. I've never seen it. It's on my to watch list. Um, Movie Med says, I watched Towering Inferno on Blu ray. What a brilliant picture. Movie and Game World says, this is interesting about 4K over Blu ray. I can't tell the difference either. Sean says, ever watched the movie Hugo? Watched last night and loved it. Nope. It is in my to watch pile. Not pile. It's on my to watch list. I don't know if that made the head or not. I can't check my. I have a running list. Like I said, we put 30 movies or 28 movies in the hat, and then anything that is not in the hat, I still have on a notepad thing in my phone. Adam says, "What about any of the Avengers movies in 4K?" If I remember correctly, I think I watched either Endgame or Infinity War. Saw part of it because my girlfriend was watching it. It looked good, but like I said, it wasn't a huge like. This looks even better on Blu-ray. But like I said, I want to mess with the settings on my TV and see if I can try to improve that at all. I also don't have like a super high-end 4K TV. It's a Samsung, but it's not like one of those $2,000, $3,000 Samsung 4K TVs. That is not the kind of TV I have. Um, so that could be a big difference too. If I have a 4K TV that's like 2 or 3 grand, you know, I'm sure it looks a lot better on those TVs. Um, Steven says, "Have you seen Don't Let Go by Blumhouse, Rick?" No, it is another one that's on my to watch list, which keeps getting longer and longer. Um, Sean says, "I know CS says you're big into hardcore. What were some of your favorite bands?" I'm still big in that scene. Oh, let's see. I was a huge Every Time I Die fan. Probably one of my favorite bands. I was a huge Glassjaw fan, although I don't know if they were definitely considered hardcore. I wrestled a bear once. I saw them numerous times. Was a fan of Hatebreed. Um, oh, what else did I listen to? Um, Martinez just says I'm into mathcore. Is that what that's called that I'm into? Oh man, who would I go see? Throwdown. I saw Throwdown. They were a good band. I was into them. That was straight edge hardcore. Um, yes, yep. Andy from Every Time I Die wrestles as the Butcher in AEW. I am definitely aware of that. Man, who else did I listen to back in the day? Bring Me the Horizon, but only like their first two albums. Then they lost the sound that I was a big fan of. Um, Hollywood Undead, I have seen live. I, my girl, well, my ex-wife was into them, um, so I did see them live. Not the biggest fan. Bury Your Dead, huge Bury Your Dead fan. That would be New England hardcore, right, Joe? They're from New England hardcore. That's my hardcore. Marie says I like country and Slipknot. I'm sorry. Well, you like Slipknot. Slipknot's cool. Country isn't, but Sav says I'm drinking a beer. Cheers, Rick. Here's the 3 years and many more. Like I said, noontime. I'm gonna crack one open. We got like 15 minutes. Um, Remembering Never. So yeah, I listen to a lot of, I listen to a wide variety of music. But for a while, I was really into like hardcore. Hellfest. I have 3 different Hellfest DVDs. Sean says I used to go to Hellfest back in the day. Yeah, I have 3 different DVDs. I could probably grab those and pick out more bands, but I definitely, I was the kind of kid, I got to go to a lot of concerts when I was like high school, college age. I went to a ton of concerts and shows. Um, I've seen most of my bands like on my to see list. And like I said, somebody says I listen to a bit of everything. If you look through my phone, I can tell you just off the top of my head, there's stuff like Adele, there's stuff like Dave Matthews Band, there are uh, Glee soundtracks, La La Land, Bring Me the Horizon, Full Beat, Foo Fighters, Tenacious D, uh, Eminem, Wu Tang Clan. Almost, I listen to so many different kinds of music. Um, yeah, so many different kinds of music. But yeah, I got to see a lot of concerts. The only bands I've never seen that I've really wanted to see, off the top of my head, are uh, Weezer, which supposed to go see them this summer on the Hell Omega tour with Green Day and Fall Out Boy. And what was the other band that was opening up for him? Oh, I forget the band that was opening up for him. But I was excited about seeing them. Rage Against the Machine, I've never seen live. I was excited when I found out they were going on tour, but it was way too much money. It wouldn't matter because that stuff's not happening this summer. And who's the other band? The Foo Fighters, who are probably one of my favorite rock bands of all time. I believe that Dave Grohl is one of the last remaining rock stars in the world, and I would love to see the Foo Fighters live. Jesse says, "Have you seen Smashing Pumpkins live?" I've not seen the Smashing Pumpkins live, but I have seen Billy Corgan's side band Zwan live. Oof, it was awful. I fell asleep at a concert. They were playing. It was a festival, but it was like an indoor festival in an arena, um, and they played, and I fell asleep. So no, it says I listen to everything from Disney music to metal. Yeah, I mean, like I said, if you look through my phone, I listen to all sorts of stuff. Um, did I ever get to see Pantera before they disbanded? No, no. I did go to Ozfest for multiple years. A lot of those bands are like, a lot of those bands are now like jokes. They're, it was new metal or rap metal bands, and yeah, a lot of them aren't around. I went to Warp Tour numerous times. I went to the Summer Sanitarium tour, which was Metallica, Limp Bizkit, Linkin Park, Mudvayne, and the Deftones. At the time, that was like, whoa, all those bands together. Now, of course, it's cool to hate Limp Bizkit and Deftones and Mudvayne, and it was Metallica. I think they were touring Saint Anger when I went and saw them. But I saw like Korn numerous times, Slipknot, System of a Down, Beastie Boys before. Was it Mike D that passed? Whoever passed from Beastie Boys, I got to see them. I saw Tenacious D. Um, I got to see Genesis. I've seen Phil Collins. I saw Bush. Yeah, I've seen a ton of bands. I have. It was a good run. Movie Hunter does or Movie Hunter says Limp Bizkit does an awesome cover of Sanitarium. I agree. I remember one year Ozfest Will Smith's wife's band was on the show, and during Bury Your Dead set, Will Smith came out and did songs with them. That would have been insane. Um, but I even saw Creed live. I was taking my, I had bought tickets to take my dad for his birthday because he was a big fan of Creed, and I went and saw Creed live. So I never got to see like Billy Joel or Paul McCartney. I'd love to see them live, but they just don't have the same voices that they used to, and I feel like it would be a bummer to pay all that money and not see, you know, them at their peak. Um, Obviously, it's tough to see bands like that at their peak because I was super young, but I did see Genesis, uh, like '92, first row at a football stadium. The Interrupters, that was the band who was opening on Hell Mega Tour. Yes, I was excited about seeing them. So apparently they postponed our show till August 20th, 2021. So that's over a year away. Sean says, my dream is to see Rammstein live. I've seen Rammstein. I saw them with System of a Down, Slipknot, and American Head Charge. So I have seen Rammstein. I saw Stained back when they were like starting out. I saw Alien Ant Farm a bunch of times. I saw Audio Slave, so I've seen most of Rage Against the Machine minus Zach De La Roca. Movie Hunter says 950 for my first concert. It's so funny. I have a book that has like most of my concert tickets in it, and when I look back, it shows that I would go to most of the shows I went to were between $10 and $25, and they were bands that were like, there was like four, five, six bands together, most of which I really enjoyed. And now, like, Green Day tickets were like $150. I even saw Green Day back. It was Green Day and Newfound Glory when they were on tour for American Idiot, and tickets were like $40 or $50. It is so expensive right now to go to concerts. That's why I don't go anymore. I saw Tenacious D, and I saw Childish Gambino were the last two concerts I went to, and then my parents took my family to Trans Siberian Orchestra. But um, yeah, it's super expensive to go to concerts. Like two people, it's like 200 or 300 bucks. No, like I know it's a great experience, but you can go on YouTube 2 days later and watch footage from the show in HD. Like I don't know. I can't keep up with everything everybody's saying. Juliana's in the house. Hey, Juliana, what's going on? So we peaked. It looks like we hit 47 people at one point. It looks like I lost 10 or 11 people. Probably all the music talk wasn't for everybody, but we were talking about music and we were rolling, and I was storytelling. But um, yeah, I wish I could have seen early Green Day too. I'm not a huge fan of their newer stuff. So, but if you guys want, we can start. I have a stack of 25 movies. We can start talking about that. I'm going to grab a beer in about 5 minutes to do a cheers. So we can wait till after the cheers, or we can start the stack and I'll get up and get my beer in a few minutes. Let me know what you guys think. What's wrong? You're so meowy. Are you done gnawing on me? Yep, never got to see Michael Jackson. So, all right, guys. So the first flick that's here is Kevin. Oh, everybody wants to start the toast. All right, give me a minute. All right, guys. I'm back. I'm here. So we got the Frosty Glass, the Hitman's Bodyguard from Movie Tavern. And today's beer is going to be from Locust Lane Brewery, which is a local. It is Captain Tom's Oh So Berry Sour. It's supposed to basically be like Captain Crunch Berries. Um, Sean says, seen in CS video, you found all those DVD-R releases. Yeah, and I ended up not getting any except for like a Kino title because Dave needed all of them for his collection. I was hoping to buy them to flip, but it is what it is. So yeah, this is a sour that's brewed with boysenberries, raspberries, blackberries, and strawberries. As you can tell, it has a very Captain Crunch vibe to it. Got it cracked open. So, let's do this without making a mess because it's red beer. It's red. So, thank you to everyone. 3 years of doing YouTube. It's been great. I want to continue the channel. I want it to continue to grow. Thank you to all the friends I've made, the enemies I've made, the friends I've lost. You've helped me become a better person. You've helped me to grow the channel and grow as a person. So here's to many more years. That's good. Take it easy, Jonathan. Plaid's heading out. So thank you, everybody. Like I said, it really means a lot. I love being part of the community. Um, it's been awesome. And like I said, I'm not going anywhere. Uh, I'm here to stay. So let's dive right into the stack. Like I said, I grabbed 25 things. Um, so we're going to do that. We're going to talk about them. Then we're going to pick a movie out of the hat that Bridget and I are going to watch today. I got to run to the post office. I have like 18 packages to go out, which is good considering I just went to the post office on Monday. So I have 18 more packages to go out. eBay has been very good to me. Plus, a lot of you guys have bought from me on Instagram. which is much appreciated. I've been selling some stuff on Instagram, so if you don't follow me on Instagram, Down the Movie on Instagram, I've been selling some Blu-rays for like $4. Just stuff I bought in bulk lots that I'm trying to move along. So, like I said, I have 4 or 5 orders from you guys, and then like 13 orders from eBay. So, first up, you guys kind of saw me hold up earlier, is Central Intelligence with Kevin Hart and Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Also stars Aaron Paul. I actually really enjoyed this movie. I thought it was pretty funny. Ooh, Martinez Joe's giveaway is closed. Thanks for all that entered and for everyone in the live stream. Yes, if you guys didn't know, Joe did a big live stream. He actually just crushed 1,000 subs. He's gained like 400 subs in the last week thanks to a bigger channel giving Joe a lot of the love he deserves for his channel. And just, Joe and Marie have a great channel if you guys don't watch it. But he did a giveaway and he didn't advertise it as a giveaway. So, yeah, the entry closed today at noon. I forgot to mention that. But yeah, I entered. So I used my favorite number. We'll see how that works out. My sister's in the house. She said congrats on 3 years. Just popped in to say hey. Hey. So yeah, Central Intelligence, and this has the PG-13 version and the unrated version on it. So, Joey says, "Is the Alien Anthology Blu-ray set worth anything? I don't want it, but I picked it up because it was 50 cents. It's worth more than 50 cents. I have it, but so I enjoyed this movie. I have not watched it since I saw it initially, so I definitely need to revisit it. But I enjoyed it. I thought The Rock acting very soft in the beginning of this movie is pretty funny. That's what I remember about it. So, but yeah. So first and foremost, we got this. Looks like a 10-minute difference runtime of the regular and the unrated version. So maybe next time I watch it, I'll check out the unrated version and see what that's all about. Next up, this is also the unrated and theatrical versions. Notice says always watch videos all the way through. You never know what you're going to miss. Absolutely. Speaking of Jason Bateman, Jesse said something about Jason Bateman. Next up, we have Jason Bateman and Ryan Reynolds in The Change Up. So this also stars Leslie Mann, Olivia Wilde, Alan Arkin. The plastic's all off the bottom of this, so I might as well just take the plastic off. This was a Dollar General glitch sale title. So it's the Blu-ray DVD combo pack. It has the old digital code, so I doubt that works. Yeah, it's the one. Good by 2012, and you have to put it in the DVD disc. So the Change Up, I remember enjoying this too, but like I said, it doesn't really stand out to me. I don't really remember much about it per se. But I have not watched it in a while. I believe this is the one where like Ryan Reynolds is a bachelor, right? Yeah, Ryan Reynolds is a bachelor, and then Jason Bateman has like a family and a high-paying job, and they swap places. It's a body swap movie. So, Julie Anna says haven't seen it, was never really interested. Big Half says own it, haven't seen it. Big Kev says, did you pick up the Shout Factory release of The Wizard? Yes, I got that. Actually, Joe Martinez bought that for me. There was a sale on Shout Factory, and he paid for it for me to get it. $12 on eBay is a fantastic deal with slipcover, though. Joey Baseball says it's Freaky Friday for men. Yes, I agree with that. So, it was a fun watch. I enjoyed it, what I remember of it. And I'm trying to see, only a 5-minute difference in runtime, so the unrated stuff probably isn't a huge difference. Jesse says the raunchy body swap movie that is cast perfectly. So, Change Up. Next is a movie I've never seen. I got this at Dollar Tree. It has Angelina Jolie, John Malkovich. I believe it was directed and written by Clint Eastwood. directed and produced by Clint Eastwood, and that is Changeling. I've never seen this. Like I said, it was a Dollar Tree title, so I picked it up. Are we going to do a game where we guess? We can do that. That'd be fun, I guess. Because Brandon got it. I'm sure there's a bit of a delay, probably like 30 seconds from me talking right now to you guys typing. So I've never seen this. Like I said, it has Angelina Jolie, it has Malkovich. So I'll check it out at some point. It was only $1. A lot of people have never seen it. They've heard of it, but have never seen it. Big half own it, haven't seen it. Tomas says Clint Eastwood has made so many movies. I agree. Movie Hunter has never seen it. So yeah, a lot of people have never seen this one. Has anybody seen Changeling? It's not. I'm sorry. It's not The Changeling. It's just Changeling. Physical Media Man and Movie Chatter both say they've seen it. It's a good one. Wow, Marie's seen it. No, you don't need to do that, Joe. Joe says can't do super chat, but we'll PayPal you a little something. That's not necessary, man. You've taken care of me so many times over the years. It's not necessary. I appreciate it, but Brandon says liked it. Sev says Rick hold me. Um, yeah, there's another Changeling. Isn't the other Changeling The Changeling? And isn't that a horror movie? Are you serious? Oh, it just hasn't popped up on my screen. Joe said he sent me money in my PayPal. Thank you, Joe. Totally not necessary. And Marie says we'll send you a Bambi ED VHS 2. What is ED? Yeah, Changeling, The Changeling is a horror film released by Severin. So this is a totally different movie. I believe this is about a mother-son situation, right? Single mother, Jolie, leaves for work. Her son vanishes without a trace. 5 months later, the police reunite mother and son, but he isn't her boy. Driven by one man's relentless quest for the truth, the case exposes a world of corruption. See, it sounds really good. I mean, are you gonna like sign the Bambi? Because I was gonna say I never heard of it too, and I own it too. Marie says movie Hunter, smiley face. Marie says it's a great movie. So Changeling. Let's see. Next up, it's a steelbook. See if anybody can guess it. It's a steelbook. It's in a bag. It's about a robot. I've talked about this movie before in a live stream. We've talked about it. It was in a multi-film pack. Can Gary sign it too? Can you have Gary write his name on it? Wow, you guys are good. Next up is the Target exclusive. That's weird. That's on the outside of this turkey bag. I must have bought this like that. It has like the exclusive Steelbook Target sticker, but it's on the outside of the turkey bag. And this is a different turkey bag than I use. So it is Chappie. Wow, how did they do that? They put the stickers from the plastic actually on the turkey bag, which is kind of cool. I'm a really big fan of Chappie. And like I said, this is the steelbook of it. This movie got a lot of hate. I'm not quite sure why, but I enjoy it. So we'll see if there's any crazy artwork on it. Yeah, digital code. It has just like a lot of artwork from the Chappie world. But yeah, I enjoyed Chappie. Like I said, probably my favorite Blomkamp movie. I think I liked this a little more than District 9. Wasn't a big fan of Elysium. So this is probably my favorite of the Blomkamp films, honestly. District 9 is a great film, but I enjoyed this a little more. Movie Hunter says, I put my stickers on the turkey bag as well if I open it. How do you get them off, though, man? It's tough to get the stickers off of the packaging. Raymond says, I've never heard of that movie. Oh, it's a from Blomkamp. The director, he also did District 9 and Elysium, as I talked about. So, Chappie. Yep. Big Half says I own it, but in the Blomkamp 3 digibook, I have that as well. We talked about that in an earlier live stream. So, Chappie on Steelbook. I enjoy this movie. They've peeled off easy. Never had one more. Interesting. All right, next up we got, this is a Dollar Tree flick. It's a Dollar Tree flick with an actor. If Jacob was here, he would chime in. It stars an actor who I'm a huge fan of, and I think is probably one of the better modern actors of our day. Still a young guy. He actually just had a trailer drop for it. Wow, Brandon is good. It's like Brandon's looking at my like Blu-ray.com profile and just reading the movies off in order. So as you guys know, I have huge love for Shia LaBeouf. I think he's a very, you know, fantastic actor. And just so good. And this movie stars Shia LaBeouf as well as Evan Rachel Wood, Mads Mikkelsen, Vincent D'Onofrio, Melissa Leo, Audrey Plaza. I really need to watch this one. And it is Charlie Countryman with the slipcover. Adam says I got a heat gun to take off stickers off the slipcover. Yeah, I got to do something about that. But the trailer for his new film looks awesome. The Tax Collector. Brandon says I'm looking at my own collection. Fair enough. Fair enough. He was good in Honey Boy playing his dad. It was definitely an interesting role. But yeah, this movie looks awesome. It sounds awesome. What kind of runtime do we got on this bad boy? 103 minutes. So I should definitely, maybe we'll add this to a future hat. I love this as the slip. Because a lot of people found it and they found it without the slip cover. So, or they found it on DVD at Dollar Tree. But I was able to find it, or somebody found it for me. I don't remember. But with the slipcover. So Charlie Countryman. Marie said she's seen it. Look at Marie crushing it. Eagle Eye and Disturbia are great Shia LaBeouf movies. Jesse says. Joey Baseball says Holes is my favorite LaBeouf movie. I mean, I could go on and on with Shia LaBeouf movies. He was great in Honey Boy. Fury, he was fantastic in. The Battle of Shaker Heights, he was great in. I love Shia LaBeouf. I really do. I think he's a fantastic actor. Nymphomaniac 1 and 2. I haven't seen American Honey yet. That is a really long runtime. I need to see that. But yeah, Charlie Countryman. All right. What's the next one? Peanut Butter Falcon, he was amazing in. What's the next one, Brandon? We'll see if you can guess it blind, and I'll give hints. It is not Bambi, Marie. You need to work on your alphabet, lady. We got a Blu-ray DVD combo. I'm going to do a... Brandon, they're in the wrong spots, man. I got to switch them out. The Blu-ray needs to go in the right spot, not in the left spot. Ooh. Chasing Amy is actually going to be under K for Kevin Smith multi-pack. Because I just watched that on Blu-ray and that's under K. Charlie St. Cloud. I don't own that. So it's a movie about a talking animal. Or talking animals. It's a family movie based on a classic book that we all probably read in elementary school. Anybody? I don't know if I've ever actually seen this version of the movie. Oprah Winfrey, Julia Roberts, Steve Buscemi. There you go. Ollie gets it. It is Charlotte's Web on the Blu-ray. Yeah, have never seen this version of this movie, I don't believe. Or if I did, I only saw parts of it. I don't really remember. But yeah, Steve Buscemi Julia Roberts, Dakota Fanning, John Cleese, Oprah, Cedric the Entertainer, Kathy Bates, Reba McEntire, Robert Redford, Thomas Hayden Church, Andre 3000, Beau Bridges, and Kevin Anderson. Marie has seen this. Sav's his great movie. Joe has never seen it. Noah's his good family movie. So Carlos has got to give that movie a 4 out of 5. Oh, excuse me. I got the beer burps already. So Charlotte's Web. Like I said, I don't have much to talk about. But what I was talking about, if you open it, so we're holding the case like this. I always have to have the Blu-ray over here and the DVD over here, which is hopefully showing up the way I want it to. So Blu-ray is there because if a digital code or paper's here, it can cover the DVD. I never ever watch the DVD. I always watch the Blu-ray, so I like the Blu-ray to be right here. It's an OCD thing, but Brandon posted something about that on Instagram, and I agree wholeheartedly. This is from 2006, big half. So it's from '06. Next up, we got a dark comedy film with reversible artwork from Draft House Films. I really enjoyed this movie upon a watch, so much so that I had to get it on physical. But I love the reverse artwork on this flick. It stars somebody from Empire Records, somebody from Anchorman, somebody from The Innkeepers, somebody from Compliance. Apparently Miley Cyrus was considered for the Dakota Fanning role in Charlotte's Web, according to Joey. I did not know that. No, I did not show Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, Joey. I don't own that movie. Well, I kind of have it, but it's not on my shelf. You'll see in an upcoming video what I mean. I have other movies I haven't even filtered in, so there's probably movies I'm skipping right now that have been shown in upcoming videos. Not Crimson Peak. I think I stumped you guys. So, it's funny, if you watch Dave's videos on his Patreon, this was a movie he actually saw recently at Game Traders Club? Cheap Thrills from Draft House Films, which stars Pat Healy, Ethan Embry, David Koechner, and Sarah Paxton. This movie is insane. Like I said, it does have reverse artwork. The regular artwork for the movie looks like this. So, Cheap Thrills is, like I said, a pretty wild watch. I'll read you guys the synopsis of it. It's a smaller movie, but I really enjoyed it. It's really messed up. If you listen to Doug Loves Movies, he talked about it. But Tomas is heading out. He says, happy 3-year anniversary. I hope you have a fun and safe 4th of July weekend. Thank you, Tomas, and thank you for the super chat earlier. It was very much appreciated. You have a safe 4th as well. Have fun. So, Cheap Thrills is a movie that follows the one-night descent of two friends participating in a series of escalating paid dares to entertain a wealthy couple with a twisted sense of humor. After down-and-out family man Craig, played by Pat Healy, simultaneously loses his job and is served an eviction notice, he runs into a long-lost deadbeat friend, played by Ethan Embry. At a local dive bar, as the two drink their troubles away, they are lured by a couple celebrating a birthday, David Koechner and Sarah Paxton, who shell out obscene wads of cash to Greg and Vince in exchange for taking on harmless bets. The party continues to a strip club and eventually to the couple's home, where cash payoffs increase wildly as the challenges become more and more outrageous. Hilarious, illegal, and even downright inhuman. Drugs and laughter give way to sex, firearms, felonies, and self-destruction. By sunrise, Craig and Vince will learn exactly how far they're willing to go for big money and cheap thrills. Like I said, a very dark comedy, but I really enjoyed this film. Like I said, I love the the reverse artwork as well. This case needs to get wiped off. Adam, take care. Thank you for hanging out for a while. I appreciate it. So, Cheap Thrills there. Stephanie has seen it. I think she's the first person who's chimed in that she's seen it. She says, love Cheap Thrills. It's insane. Not at all what I expected. Very dark. Absolutely. Kevin's in the house. What's going on, Kevin? Welcome to the live stream. So we're going till 1 o'clock, guys. So probably like another 40 minutes. All he says is Chef next. It is. And this is a movie that I love. Cannot speak highly enough about this movie. Probably would be in like a top 20 list of the last 10 years if I did one. Top 20, top 25 list. I love this movie. Jon, why did I say Jean? Jon Favreau is great in this movie. But also along with him, you have Scarlett Johansson, John Leguizamo, Bobby Cannavale, Dustin Hoffman, Oliver Platt, Robert Downey Jr. and MJ Anthony, who plays his son in the film. But it's about a high-end chef who works at a very popular LA restaurant and basically decides to go off on his own and start a food truck. And it's awesome. I love the movie. Sev says he hated this movie. Sev, we can't be friends anymore. I'm sorry. Wait, is that a real title? Yeah, have you never seen Chef? Movie Hunter? Chef is awesome. Juliana says, I've seen this one. I thought it was such an underrated gem. I picked it up recently at a pawn shop. Yeah, this movie is awesome. I have the slipcover too. Yeah, Chef. You got the Blu-ray DVD combo pack. Roy Choi was the guy who oversaw a lot of the food stuff in the film. I don't know if he was a producer or anything on the movie. But then he was co-producer. Him and Jon Favreau have gone on to do the Chef show on Netflix, which is also really good. So, Chef is really great. I really love this movie. Cannot talk about this one enough. So, hold on a second. So, we got Chef. Love Chef. We got a musical next. Chicago, the Diamond Edition. Ooh, fancy. Not the biggest fan of this film. Man, this just flipped too. What is going on? So, Chicago, like I said, not the biggest fan of this movie. I like it. It's good, but I don't love it. I feel like this would probably be one if I revisited. It may not make the shelf. So, Chicago. This from 2002, the Blu-ray DVD combo pack. What do we got here? I like how Joey Baseball gets La La Land. Like, my collection went from Chef to La La Land. Not a fan of musicals. Carlos says, oh, I'm a big musical guy, Carlos. Scooby Fan says, have you seen Lego, The Adventures of Clutch Powers? I've not. Where he says, seen it, I'm on fire. Juliana says, I only like Cell Block Tango from Chicago. I hope Chitty Chitty Bang Bang is next. Well, to be fair, Joe, if I did own Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, which I don't, it wouldn't be for another 4 movies. 5 movies, actually, because I have 4 that would be ahead of that. Are you impressed? I hope you are. But I don't own Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, so. Sev says, I'm a qualified chef and I hate cooking shows and movies. Fair enough. Scooby Fan says, if you wanted a musical, watch The New Cats. Cats is garbage, Scooby fan. It's awful. I did watch it. I need that time of my life back. Brandon says, had the DVD, sold it. Noah says, love musicals. Steph says, if we can't be friends, we could be lovers. Wow. No, no. I agree, Noah. Punk Nerd's here. He just won a bid for Metallica Live S for half of eBay price plus 3 extra DVDs. Nice. So we got Chicago. Next up, an underrated Disney film. I have not seen Moulin Rouge, Big Kev. I don't know if I own that. I'm not sure. Ollie is just crushing it. Car. Martinez Joe, did you just say Cars 2 is an underrated Disney film? um. Brandon says, I have 4 CGI horror movies that would come before Chitty Chitty. I have a wide variety of stuff. Cars 2 is not better than Onward. Stop it. So yeah, Ollie got it. I feel like Ollie's now looking at my list of movies I own, but it is Chicken Little. I enjoyed this movie quite a bit. RJ used to watch this a lot when he was younger, so that's probably a big part of it. But it has an 80-minute runtime, which is a nice thing. And I actually really enjoyed this movie. Gets a lot of hate for some reason, but I enjoyed this quite a bit. Big Kev says, Meet the Robinsons. No, this collection's in alphabetical. I don't jump from C to M. So, but like I said, I'm a fan of the movie. I enjoy it quite a bit. I know it gets some hate, but it's an 80-minute runtime movie. Definitely one I've seen quite a bunch. I think it's pretty underrated. Like I said, it gets a lot of hate, and I think it's underrated. I think it's better than the hate it gets. Sean, thank you very much. He says, congratulations on 3 years. Love your videos. I appreciate that very much, sir. So we got Chicken Little. Next up is a movie that Crazy Joe told me I should not go see in the movie theaters because I shouldn't support it. But I saw it and I actually really, really enjoyed it quite a bit. It's a horror film, modern horror, probably from the last year or 2 years. Ollie, you're not going to be allowed to play anymore if you're cheating. Noah says, should I move Chef to the top of my watch list? I would move it up high for sure. It is Child's Play. Yes, from 2019. It is from 2019. Stars Aubrey Plaza. Who else is in this bad boy? Gabriel Bateman. Mark Hamill is the voice of Chucky, and Brian Tyree Henry. I really enjoyed this movie. Joe Baseball has not Joe Baseball. Joe Martinez has a puke face. Man, I really enjoyed it. Sorry, I actually think I gave it like a 3.5 stars. Kevin says just watched this one a few weeks ago. Charlie Black says I hated that movie. Marie says she's liked it and seen it. Ollie says I'm not cheating. I'm just guessing from your hints. Okay. So, slipcover has some cut on the spine, but like I said, I'm not some huge slip Nazi guy. So yeah, Child's Play from 2019. Big fan. Aubrey, hi, hello. Just stopping in to say congrats on 3 years. Thank you very much. Thanks for stopping by. The characters Tommy and Chucky were Rugrats were named after Child's Play. Interesting. Yeah. Stephanie Movie Hunter says she enjoyed it as well. I like the movie. I like the way Wi-Fi is used to murder. Yeah, I mean, Aubrey Plaza as a sister would be an interesting thing, but Aubrey Plaza as a mom, I guess, is a bit weird. Sorry, guys. I'm hitting the hour and a half wall. So I'm going to push through, play through. So I enjoyed it. Um, no, I don't own the original Joe. I've never seen the original Child's Play. And everybody hates me now. Aubrey says it's almost 90 here, so it's pool time. Somebody said they saw, Big Hef says I saw Ingrid Goes West the other night. Ingrid Goes West was okay. I enjoyed that. Elizabeth Olsen, right? So. Next up is a movie I've never seen. One that I've heard tons of hype for. Yep, I've never seen the original Child's Play. Sorry. Yeah, so this movie has a ton of hype. I've never seen it. I've heard fantastic things. I guess some would refer to it. Oh, it's a sci-fi film from the last. Yep. Oh, Martinez Joe got it. Children of Men, starring Clive Owen, also Michael Caine and Julianne Moore. This has been on my to-watch list for a very, very long time. I do need to see it. I've never seen it. I've heard fantastic things, but have never seen this film. Yeah, I've seen like the one shot where they're in the car and there's like a camera that is panning through the car while people are attacking the car. I've seen like that scene and how they shot it, but this will go in the hat in a future list for sure. Like I said, it's on my to watch list, so I will get to it eventually, I promise. So we got Children of Men there. Uh, Also as Chiwetel Ejiofor and Charlie Hunnam. That's why Joe wants me to watch it. Charlie Hunnam's in it. He says he wasn't a fan. Aubrey says I did not like Children of Men. Felt slow to me. A lot of people said it felt slow or was boring. That's crazy because I've heard a lot of hype and love for this movie. But I don't like boring movies, so we'll see. It's directed by Alfonso Cuarón. Children of Men. Next is a comedy. One I definitely want to revisit. One that is stupid, but I enjoyed it. Stars a husband and wife in it. The beer's done. Ollie got it right. It is Chips. Starring Dax Shepard, Michael Pena, Kristen Bell, Dax Shepard's wife. Yeah, this movie was so ridiculous and over the top. But it's funny, this came out the same time as Baywatch. And this movie was so much more funny than Baywatch was. Definitely want to revisit this, though. Like I said, I remember it being really stupid, but also fun. Like a good stupid. So definitely want to revisit this. Like I said, I enjoyed this one personally more than Baywatch. But the beer is making me burp. Sorry. Ooh, excuse me, guys. Sorry. Chips 4 out of 5 stars. I don't know about that, but is BBG on this cover? No. No, not enough mustache there. Noah says he enjoyed Baywatch more. I can't agree with that one personally. I thought this was a much funnier, consistent movie. They're both not great, to be fully honest, but I enjoyed this more than Baywatch. It was the summer of TV show comedies, I guess. I can guarantee that nobody's going to be able to guess this without looking at my thing. So, it has to do with wrestling. I've never seen this. It caught my eye when Bridget and I were at Game Traders Club. See, if somebody guesses this now, I will know that you're looking at my uh, collection list. This is from MVD Visual. Yeah, Visual. Oh, we're getting back up there. We're up to 41 viewers again. I have 40. I just changed it. So, not Clash of the Champions. All my like WWE and WCW stuff's at the end of the collection under WWE. Um, so I'm just going to show this one. Just like I said, nobody's going to guess this without looking at my collection. It is a movie called Chokeslam, which stars Chris Marquette, who was in the girls, or not the girl next door. Yeah, Girl Next Door. It stars Amanda Crew, who was in Silicon Valley. Mick Foley is in this one as well. Who else? Michael Eklund and Niall Matter. I don't know who they are. But this caught my eye. It was really cheap, and like I said, it was an MVD title. It just caught my eye. It's about wrestling. It has Mick Foley in it. So it says Corey, played by Chris Marquette, a mild-mannered deli clerk, finally gets a second chance to pursue his high school sweetheart, who's now the notorious professional female wrestler Smashina, played by Amanda Crew, when she returns for their 10-year reunion. Features an all-star cast. I don't know about that. Including Chris Marquette, Amanda Crew, Niall Matter from The Predator and Watchmen, along with Mick Foley and Michael Eklund from The Call in 88 Minutes, in this hilarious romantic comedy that proves love is tough to pin down. Brandon asks if it's any good. I have not seen it. Like I said, I blind bought this at Game Traders Club. It's been sitting on the shelf for a while, and I have not watched it, so I need to check it out at some point. I don't think Amanda Cruz is related to Terry Crews. I'm just going to go out on a limb there, especially because it's Amanda Crew, not Amanda Cruz. So, Noah says he just watched The Wrestler yesterday for the first time, which is an amazing film. Yeah, so I knew a lot of people would never hear of or have seen this film. Like I said, the fact that I own it is pretty bizarre, but I'm a wrestling fan, and I got this really cheap at Game Traders Club. It was an MVD film, so I grabbed it. I'll watch it at some point, hopefully. Maybe next, like, due day where I have just time to watch a guy flick. I'll pop in Chokeslam and see if it's any good. So we got 11 left. Next up is a steelbook based on a book, a horror book. And I've never seen this movie. So, probably one of the most boring steelbooks, in my opinion, the artwork. I'm not a huge fan of this artwork. Christine got it right. Christine got it right. Big Half got it right. It is Christine, the Stephen King film. I don't love this artwork. I don't know if it might be relative to the film. But I've never seen Christine, so another one that's on my to-watch list. We'll see if there's anything cool in the center of this. Nope. It is very, very boring. It is a very boring steelbook. Carlos says that's a 5-star movie. Fight me if you don't agree. Well, I've never seen it, so there's going to be no fighting today. Joe just upgraded. Good film. I enjoyed it. Love that film. Great movie. Must watch. So a lot of love for Christine. Not a lot of love for me trying to put the turkey bag back to the way it was. Yeah, the 4K Steelbook has the same exact artwork. But I'm just keeping this on Blu-ray. I do want to watch it. Geriatric says to add it to the hat for sure. So I'll definitely be typing some of these movies on my list for the next hat. Definitely. Like I said, this hat's pretty full, so we're gonna watch everything there, and then we'll fill it back up. I probably got 15 movies already for the next hat written down. So we got Christine here. Like I said, I've never seen it. Why is it called a turkey bag? You can't fit a turkey in those tiny bags. I don't know, man. I can't answer that question. Does anybody know why these are called turkey bags? Martinez Joe, maybe. So let's see. We're going to add Charlie Countryman to the next hat. We're going to do Christine. So we'll set those, we'll flip those the other way. Bags protect the turkey while cooking. Oh, there you go. People used to cook turkey in bags of similar material. There you go, Joey. That's why. You learn something new every day. All right. Next up is a Disney film. Never seen it. It is holiday related. A 4-disc version. So Martinez Joe will be a big fan of this version of it. It's not Coco. It's not Christopher Robin. Big Half got it. It is Disney's A Christmas Carol. This being the Blu-ray 3D, DVD, digital combo pack of A Christmas Story. I have not seen this. Like I said, we'll have to, this holiday season, we'll add it and watch with RJ, because RJ is a Jim Carrey fan. I feel like he would like this. Like I said, it's the Blu-ray 3D, DVD, digital. Joe has his with the lenticular slip. Of course he does. Fixing the artwork here because it's a little low. So yeah, I haven't seen this one. Noah says love the movie. Great. Martinez Joe says great film. Sav says must watch. A lot of people seem to like this one, so I'll definitely have to, like I said, this Christmas time. What I like to do is go through and look at my collection. If there's any Christmas movies I haven't seen or haven't seen in a long while, I'll put those in a hat, or I'll put those in my to watch pile. I don't know if I'll do a hat. Of course, I have to watch like Christmas Vacation, Christmas time, but I've never seen this one, so this will definitely go in the pile of stuff to watch this upcoming Christmas season. So, Christmas Carol with Jim Carrey from Disney. Next up, somebody pre-guessed this. Yeah, Marie, if you want to get through all your Christmas movies, you should probably dive into them. Start your Christmas in July marathon. You're a day late already. So, next up, and I can tell I got this from Pam at Video Game Movie Dome because it has the sticker on it from when I got it. And Ali was the one who guessed it. He's saying it again. And I have not watched this. It is Christopher Robin. I have not watched this one yet. So, yeah, that's the only movie with Christmas in the title that I have here. Because National Lampoons will be under N. So, there's no way in the world I'd watch Christmas stuff right now. I don't like Christmas that much to watch it in July. I'm sure my parents are watching Hallmark stuff, but I'm good. You've been watching a lot of that stuff, Noah. A lot of Hallmark stuff recently. I've seen your posts on Instagram. I can't watch that stuff. It's so predictable. So, Jessica says Christopher Robin is so cute. Marie said she's seen it and really liked it. Joey Baseball, of course, doesn't like it because everybody else seems to like it. Big Kev says he enjoyed it. Martinez Joe says he enjoyed it. So, Carlos hasn't seen it. Noah likes it. So, yeah, it seems like everybody likes it, except for Joey Baseball, of course. So, Christopher Robin, have not seen this one. Oh, Pledex 2. Jonathan's back in the house. He said it was pretty fun. Yeah, so I haven't seen this. I got this from Pam at Video Game Movie Dome. So, I'll watch it at some point. I'll see if RJ wants to see it. Maybe we'll put it in a pile of stuff to watch with him. Although this weekend, we're watching Trolls World Tour for sure. I want to watch Scoob on HBO Max. And the other thing I wanted to watch with him was, why can't I think of it now? Oh, My Spy on Amazon Prime. I want to see all three of those, and I think RJ will enjoy. Had to grab lunch and the mail. Back now. Nice. You're back for the last 15 minutes. We got 8 more movies to talk about, and then we're going to draw the next movie out of the hat. And that's it, guys. That'll be the end of the live stream. We've been going for an hour and 41 minutes so far. So, Christopher Robin there. Next up is a Steelbook. I got this at 7-Eleven. Never seen it. Not a fan of the lead actor in this. And I basically just own it because I love the series that this Steelbook is a part of. So who can guess based on those hints? Very vague. Just so you guys know, the stack's only going up to CL. So, somebody guessed Crazy Heart. So, we're only going up to CL today. Ollie got it. But Noah says, really want to see Scoob. I'm unashamed to say I love Scooby-Doo. Big Kev says, can't wait to watch Hamilton. I'm excited about checking out Hamilton as well, for sure. Definitely excited to watch that. But, like I said, Ollie got it right. It is Chronicles of Riddick, and this is part of the comic strip Steelbook collection. I actually think, do I own the Riddick movies in a box set? Yep, I own the 3-movie Riddick collection. I've never seen any of the Riddicks, so Pitch Black, Riddick, or Chronicles of Riddick. I really have this because it was only $4, as you can see, and I love this series of Steelbooks. So that's why I have this in my collection. Yeah, $4 for a Steelbook. I bought it. I wonder, I'd like to own all the comic book Steelbooks here, but I don't know how many of them I own. I'd have to look. I love when I can pick up stuff on a Steelbook. Pitchback is definitely the best in the series. Movie Hunter says good popcorn movies. Martinez Joe says they're all good films. Love Pitch Black the most. There's 24 of them, Movie Hunter says. I'll have to see how many I have. It would probably be a pain to get the whole set, but I know I have a good amount of them. I know I own Scott Pilgrim, Shaun of the Dead, Serenity. I'd have to look. So they had Pitch Black Steelbooks at Big Lots for 50 cents. 24 American. Well, we're going to stick with American. We're not going anywhere else. So, Chronicles of Riddick. King Kong, I think I own too. Somebody just said King Kong. Do I own that? Yep. There's a Hulk one, right? Do I own that? I don't think I have the Hulk one. But so yeah, I'll have to look. I'll have to see how many of them I own. Movie Hunter, do you have a list? Do you have access to a list you can send me? Like email it to me? I'm curious to see how many I have. Maybe I'll try to complete this set of them. That'd be a fun thing to try to do. Get the whole set. So, Chronicles of Riddick. Next up, we have back-to-back Disney movies. One of which is animated. One of which is a live-action remake of the animated one. I feel like this is a pretty obvious one. Joe keeps guessing Coco. Coco will not be in today's video because that's CO. We're only going up to CL. Ollie got it right. So did Marie. We got Cinderella. This here is the Blu-ray DVD digital code signature collection steelbook. I got this when Best Buy had lowered their steelbooks dirt cheap. So I got this one. I owned the standard, I think, like Diamond Collection. Got rid of that. I have this one now. So I forget how much this was. It was like between $5 and $10 probably. Still, like I said, still brand new, factory sealed. Gets the rubs. This is a metal box, so it has debossed letters. So, but it is a metal box, which is nice to have. Hopefully Jess is here. The whole metal box thing is going to be just a waste of me saying But you got Cinderella, the original animated version. Juliana said she just picked that up on Mercari for like $8. The plastic is very loose on this. It's very saggy. It's like old, an old underarm. It's very wrinkly and saggy. So yeah, Cinderella. Like I said, got this very inexpensive. Got it cheap. So upgraded my standard diamond edition, and then of course we have the version of the movie I've never watched, and that is the live action Cinderella. This stars, this I got at Pam's. This stars Lily James and Kate Blanchett, Helena Bonham Carter. I've not seen this. Like I said, it's live action. Once again, it does that thing where 75 minutes to 105 minutes, so it adds 30 minutes of film to something that probably doesn't need an extra 30 minutes. Martinez Joe says he has the Steelbook but hasn't seen. Marie says she's seen the animated one but never the live action one. Juliana said she's never seen the live action one but she likes Lily James. So yeah, I've never watched this one personally. I will at some point, but I'm sure, like the other live action Cinderella movies, it'll feel unnecessary. But Marie says she saw Ever After with Drew Barrymore. Yep, I remember that movie. Ever After, a Cinderella story or a Cinderella tale. Aubrey steps in. It's not that great. So, Cinderella, live action. We're down to the final five. This is a digibook. Digibook of what some people regard the best movie ever. I think is a highly overrated classic film. So I think you guys will get this. But it's a 2-disc. Yep, Blu-ray, DVD. Yep. Big half. Martinez Joe got it. It is the 70th anniversary edition of Citizen Kane. I think this movie is so overrated. I had to watch this in college in film class. Like I said, I think the hype's a little too strong on this one. This turns 80 next year. Juliana says I never understood the hype for Citizen Kane. It's a snooze fest. Noah says haven't seen it, don't own it. Joe says snore fest. Yeah, I think this movie, like I said, is highly overrated. But as a film fan, it was cool to find the digibook, which still has the sleeve on the back. It's very worn, but the digibook's in really good shape. So I own it. Orson Welles was 27, so that's the reason. It's the reason why it's overrated. Big Half says hell of a fireplace, though. I agree. Plat X2 says I still need to pick up a copy of Citizen Kane. Haven't seen it yet. It is impressive for his age, Jeffrey says. I think there's filmmakers who are young making great films. I just think by the time I saw this, like I said, I was in college, so it's probably like 04, 05. I just thought it was it wasn't all it's cracked up to be. Especially like recently watching Gone with the Wind, watching Wizard of Oz, other movies of that time period. I don't know. I think it's overrated. So, Citizen Kane, like I said, I do own it. The 70th anniversary edition digibook. It has the Blu-ray and the DVD. So, we got that. Next up, this was a movie I got very cheap off of eBay. It was an Olive Films movie. I've never seen this. I bought solely based on the lead. It's still brand new, factory sealed. The lead actor in this film was from Saturday Night Live. Olive Films. See if any of you guys can guess off that clue. Also stars Darth Vader. Coneheads is a good guess, but it is not Coneheads. Coneheads has never gotten a Blu-ray release. All right, Ollie. Come on, man. You're not looking at my collection. So Ollie, yes, clean slate. I have to call you out on that. That's a pretty obscure pull for you to guess. Pretty obscure. So, so yeah, clean slate with Dana Carvey. I got this really, really cheap off of eBay. Like I said, still brand new, factory sealed. It's an Olive Films. It stars James Earl Jones, Kevin Pollak, Michael Gambone, uh, Valeria Golino. So, somebody said David Prowse. I don't see his name on the back. So yeah, but the only reason it's in my collection is it was dirt cheap. And like I said, it is Olive Films, so that's pretty cool too. I want to say I got for like $5 or $6 brand new off of eBay. There was a guy who had like a ton of like Olive stuff, and he had a bunch of other things, and he was doing all auctions, and I don't think he's listed since. So I still follow him because I hope one day he'll get more movies. But it seems like he was cleaning out somebody's collection for them, and just listed everything at 99 cents auctions and let him go. So, but yeah, so this is something I've never seen, so I can't really talk much about it. But it came out in 1994, so it's over 25 years old. Next up is one of my favorite. One of my favorite. Well, I'm gonna give it away. One of my favorite Kevin Smith movies. Next up, so Geriatrics says Clerks. Clerks is part of my Kevin Smith triple feature. So it's Clerks, Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, and Chasing Amy, and that's under K for Kevin Smith. But you guys are very, 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 very warm. Jesse says Opportunity Knocks is an underrated film. Yeah, it was good. I watched it when Mill Creek sent it to me to review. Brandon got it. It is Clerks 2. I really love this movie. I actually, on rewatches, have decided I enjoy Clerks 2 more than the original. Controversial, I know. But this is probably my second favorite in the. Are we there? We dropped for a second. This better not cut out. So yeah, I love Clerks 2. I think it holds up really well. I think the humor is very good in this film. The only part of this movie I don't like is the dance scene to the Jackson 5. That's the only part of the movie that I'm really not a fan of. Somebody said blasphemy. Look, I am a massive Kevin Smith fan. I love Kevin Smith. I own every Blu-ray of his that has been put out. I go support him when I can. I've been to the Secret Stash. I really like this movie, and I think it's some of the better Kevin Smith stuff. Chasing Amy is still my favorite Kevin Smith movie, but this is number 2 for me after rewatching pretty much everything that he's done. So, Clerks 2. I actually used to have this in a double pack with Zach and Miri Make a Porno, but the double pack had damaged artwork, and I wanted to get this version of it because there's a 2-disc set here, and on the second disc, there's a Back to the Well Clerks 2 90-minute documentary, and that's why I wanted to get this version of it so I could watch the documentary about Clerks 2. So, Marie says he loves Tusk. Oh man. Got our copy, then we rebought because I wanted to see it. Yeah, what did you think of that, Marie? I don't think I ever heard your opinion on it. Tusk on a rewatch was tough to get through, but I'm such a big Kevin Smith fan. Even though I dislike the movie like Yoga Hosers, it is still on my shelf. Red State, or not Red State. I liked Red State. Cop Out as well. See, I think Dogma has become an overrated Kevin Smith movie in my opinion. I don't hate it, but I think it's become very overhyped. Clerks Clerks is higher on my list, but like I think it's Chasing Amy, um, Clerks 2, Mallrats, and then I would have to think about it some more. But Clerks 2. two more. This one's also brand new factory sealed. Jeffrey says, Clerks 2, do you agree with the Lord of the Ring rant in that one? Well, I've never seen Lord of the Rings, but that's as close as I'm going to get to see um, Lord of the Rings, is watching them describe it. And it sounds about accurate, except it takes like 8 hours and 58 minutes less to hear them joke about it in Clerks 2 than actual watch those movies. So, but next up, we got something from Adam Sandler, and it's pretty obvious. There's not going to be a lot of mystery here. I'll wait till somebody guesses it, but I'm running out of hints and I'm running on steam, guys. We're 2 hours in. I gotta pee, but we're gonna finish out the live stream. I'm not watching Lord of the Rings, Joe. I love you, man, but I'm not watching it. I'm not doing it. Next up, Geriatric Jesse and Big got it. It is Click. Adam Sandler, Christopher Walken, Kate Beckinsale. I remember seeing this movie one time. I saw it in theaters, and for some reason, I don't know why, I believe it was right after who had passed away. I want to say it was right after my grandmother passed. Watching this movie in theaters, I actually cried in movies, so I was in a weird state of mind and emotional state, and I guess them fast forwarding and watching everybody grow old, it was a very weird time for me, so I haven't rewatched it since. I definitely want to revisit it in a different state of mind, but like I said, that always kind of stands out to me of why I've only seen it once and why it was a weird watch for me. Um, Jonathan says it kills me to hear you won't watch Lord of the Rings. Sorry, man. Marie and I both saw it. We enjoy Physical Media Man. Heading out. Time for lunch. Take care, man. Thank you for coming by. So yeah, it's I need to revisit this. Like I said, it would be unfair for me to say if it was one of the better films, one I liked less. I only saw it once, and like I said, I was in a weird state of mind when I saw it. So, Click, need to revisit it for sure. And we got one left, guys, and this is going to be cheating because it's a collection. So it begins with CL, and it's a collection of 10 movies. Of the 10 movies, I've only seen 4 of them. There's all different genres. I believe they're all starring this person. Yes, they all star this person. So it's a collection of movies by one particular star. 10 films. I've seen 4 of them. The 10 films are over 4 decades. Big Half got it. It is the Clint Eastwood collection. So this features Gran Torino, which I've seen. Letters from Iwo Jima, I have not seen. $1 Million Baby, which I've seen. I wonder if I can see it on the TV if I hold it up. Mystic River, I've seen. Unforgiven, I have not seen. Not a big Western guy. The Rookie, I actually just bought recently, not realizing it was in this set. I do want to watch that with him and Charlie Sheen. Absolute Power, I've never seen that as well. Dirty Harry, I've seen. Kelly's Heroes, I have not seen. And then Where Eagles Dare. So a mix of there's PG, PG-13, R-rated, and then GP, which was what Kelly's Heroes was rated. So I have never seen 6 of these films. I've never seen Letters to Iwo Jima or Flags of Our Fathers, Jeffrey. So I forget where I got this. I want to say I got it off of a Facebook deal, really cheap back in the day. But yeah, those are his director movies, I think, not starring in. Well, he did. I'm not sure. Did he direct? Here, let's see here. Hold on. Yeah, he didn't direct Where Eagles Dare. He didn't direct, I don't think he directed Kelly's Heroes. He didn't direct Where Eagles Dare for sure. Um, he didn't direct Dirty Harry. He didn't direct um, Kelly's Heroes. So there are 3 movies in here he didn't direct. So, Movie Chatter says, got that from my dad and he loves it. So yeah, this is a cool set. I had owned Gran Torino, Million Dollar Baby, Mystic River, and Dirty Harry. So I was able to condense space and add a bunch of movies that I did not have. So yeah, Clint Eastwood set. And that's it, guys. We're done with the stack at 25. We're going to pull a movie out in a second, but I want to thank everyone for hanging for the 2 hour live stream. Thank you guys for all the support of my channel. It really means the world to me. I um, I love that you guys watch my videos. I love that you guys interact with my comments. I love that you guys email me, you message me on Instagram. You always can reach out to me. Like I said, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, email. You always contact me. I'll try to get back to everyone. Facebook takes me a little longer to get back to people. But just a heads up, will not ever, or no, will not be live next week. So I'm taking the week off. There will be videos. I will let you guys know what's going on. Like I said, I think I'm going back to work very, very soon. So it's going to change the live stream situation. I know Marie and Joe have recently said they've watched every video I've ever done, which is crazy. Thank you. Also, thank you to Joe and Marie. They sent me a PayPal donation to the channel. Very much appreciated. Also, Tomas, who sent the super chat earlier. Geriatric says, thanks, Rick. This was great. I just have 14 more to get to 1,000, maybe next week. Hope you get back to work. Go give Geriatric a sub after this live stream is over, guys. Get him to 1,000. Great channel. Great guy. Bill's in Vegas. He has a heck of a movie collection. So go, Geriatric Geek, after this. Give him a sub. Everybody who I talk about constantly. I don't want to leave people out. I feel really bad. You have Martinez Joe, J2H, Movie Chatter, Cinema Sickness. You're obviously already probably subbing to Cinema Sickness if you're here. Noah Kaser. Oh man, there's so many people. I don't want to leave people out. Plaid X2, Collecting with Hammer, two upstart channels. There's some channels I would tell you not to subscribe to because I don't care for the people who run those channels, but I'm not going to say their names because I'm going to rise above that. There are a few channels I would say, nah, you don't need to watch that. But the beautiful thing about this community is that we are pretty close. We're always looking out for one another, and that's what's great about it. It's what I love about YouTube. It's what I love about the BlueTube or movie community. There's massive channels, there's small channels. I remember my first video sitting in my old kitchen, nervous with a little tiny. I had a book with my phone resting against it, and that's how I recorded my first video. And not that my videos have evolved super much. I still just kind of sit in front of a camera, talk about what I picked up, talk about what I review, but the wall behind me filled with movies, not right now, but in my videos, is a lot bigger. But like I said, I love the community that I'm a part of, and I love that people reach out to me for advice when they're starting out their channels. I love that I have friends who I can reach out to get their opinion on stuff. Bigger channels, small channels, we're all part of the same community, so support everyone. There's no need to badmouth other channels. Geriatric, thank you very much. A $10 super chat from Geriatric Geek. He says, buy something on me. Thank you very much, man. I really appreciate that. I really appreciate you guys. No balloons or party hats, sorry. But I really appreciate you guys. I appreciate you guys supporting the channel, watching just being awesome, for pretty much keeping my channel positive. Like I said, um, I like that there's a very small amount of negativity for the most part in our community. I like that it's mainly positive. So thank you guys. I really do appreciate it. I can't believe I've been doing this for 3 years. And now it is time. Oh gosh, movies are falling out of the hat. It is time to see what we're gonna watch. So thank you to Geriatric. That was really awesome. Martinez Joe as well. He sent me a $10 PayPal donation, so thank you very much. I really do appreciate it. Martinez Joe's hoping for red. I'll tell you, there's more than one word on this piece of paper. Oh, okay. I've never seen this one. I think Bridget may have seen it. Today's movie, and we might watch another one later. Stay tuned to the Instagram story where I draw all the stuff out of the hat. Is 7 Pounds, starring William Smith. I don't know if that's his real name, but that's going to be a movie we watch this afternoon. Like I said, I will be going to the bathroom as soon as this gets done. I'm going to eat some lunch. I got to run to the post office. But we'll be watching 7 Pounds, and perhaps we'll watch another movie tonight. And that is it. So the movie is going to be, oh man, great film, super depressing. Yay! So yeah, it'll be a first time watch for me, watching 7 Pounds. So thank you guys once again. I really do appreciate it. I appreciate everything you guys do. Thank you for the super chats. Thank you for the support. Thank you for viewing the videos. Just even if you watch the video and give it a thumbs up, it means the world to me. If you give it a thumbs down, that means a lot to me too, because at least you took the time to click on my video and click something. But like I always say, guys, check out the comments section. Try to leave a comment if you watch a video. I always try to respond to, I would say 95% of the comments I try to respond to. Video before Saturday will drop. So yeah, happy 4th of July to everybody. Enjoy time with your friends, your family. I'm not going to preach the wear the mask thing. Be smart. Think about others, not just yourself. We'll leave it at that. And yeah, enjoy time with your loved ones. I will be dropping a new review video. Or hold on, what's today? Thursday. New video coming out Saturday. Then next week, 3 new videos. Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. Tuesday will be a review. Thursday and Saturday will be pickups. So lots of pickup videos coming. And that's it, guys. So as always, until next time, who's down to movie? Bye, everybody. Thank you for hanging out. Means the world to me. Later. I gotta pee.